So Leanne and I are sitting right actually in the front of the farm. This is where all of the sturgeon are grown, they're raised, and obviously in front of us are 3 tins of beautiful caviar. And what we're going to talk about is really what the different grades are of caviar and the flavors that they have. And this specifically, this is osetra.
Yes.
And so kind of talk about that.
Okay, well, osetra comes exclusively from the Russian sturgeon. And osetra is traditionally renowned for its golden hues. There are many varieties of colors of this caviar, but even if they're dark, there's always this golden hue to it. It's never just black. So with osetra, the more golden the hue, the more coveted the caviar, traditionally.
Does it taste different?
Not particularly, no. All osetra caviar has nutty, buttery, savory undertones, which come out in different ways when it bursts in your mouth. Osetra is also known for its firmness and this sort of sensation of a pop. So the flavor is all very much similar, but it's sort of like when you're going to the market picking out apples for your basket, maybe your eye is drawn a little more to those red, glossier, shinier, bigger apples. It's sort of the same with osetra caviar and the hue, the color. A caviar connoisseur would be more interested in a golden hue.
Interesting. Kind of take me through what each one is.
Okay, so the darker one, we would grade this as a classic grade. This one's superior grade. It's a little bit larger egg with a lighter shade. And then this one is a golden.
It's beautiful.
This would be like the cream of the crop as far as osetra.
And this was harvested yesterday. It's salty, but not too. And just, it has that beautiful fattiness. I mean, because it's an egg.
Right.
So when you think about like an egg yolk or something like that, it has a similar way that it kind of coats your palate.
Yeah.
The idea of opening up one of those huge tins of caviar, like at a party, and just people gathering around with champagne. I mean, that to me, it just screams indulgence. But it doesn't necessarily have to be an indulgence. It's actually really good for you.
It does. It has a lot of omega-3s, protein, no carbs. People oftentimes ask, like, what's in it? What do we put in the caviar? And it's just salt and roe.
Yeah.
We don't use any additives. We don't use any preservatives. And also, we're not hybriding fish or anything like that to create this, like, beautiful, large, egg. We're trying to just mimic how the caviar would taste if it were coming from the wild. The flavor and the quality is what we care about. And yes, it should be 2.4 millimeters, but I would never turn down some osetra because it was 2.3 millimeters.
Neither would I.